All right, so welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin.
I'm Tarsha.
And this is Conversations with the Crawleys. We have conversations about faith, family, relationships, and we do reviews, recaps, and commentary on our favorite shows. This one is all about Morgan and Ben from the latest episode of Married at First Sight, Season 15. So you know what to do by now. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, request notifications,
and share.
And we see you in the comments. All right, so jumping into it, they are, of course, honeymoons are over.
Yep.
They are back in San Diego and moving in together into the Married at First Sight approved and provided apartments.
Approved apartment.
They are approved with cameras all over the place. It's her first time living with someone.
Correct.
So for her, that's going to take some getting used to. Just have to share space with someone.
Right. And and him sharing electricity with somebody.
Yeah, because they get into a conversation about when she washes clothes, and she's like, I do it, I think she said, like, in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, perfect, cool. We don't have to do anything because it just needs to be done. You can't do it by, after 4.
Right.
Because those are peak hours.
Right.
And
she was like, okay.
She's like, okay. But then he's like, you got that? All right, good. Let's take it a step further. We're going to unplug everything that we're not using.
She's like, everything has to be like, name something. The TV, the games. She's like, hold on, I come home and play the game system. So
he's like, okay, fine, you can play the games, but turn the other.
But do it in the dark.
Take off the air fryer, unplug the air fryer, unplug the refrigerator. He's like, unplug everything.
Shut up. He said, unplug the refrigerator.
So, and he's like, no lights before 6 p.m. Don't turn on a doggone light.
Right.
Before 6 o'clock, because the sun's still out there.
In San Diego.
Yep. Open up the shades. Let that be your light.
Let that natural light come in. It's free.
If you want to read, go stand by the window.
So she was like, okay.
So he even starts turning off the light.
Yeah, she's like, I'm tired. I just got back. And then he started turning he turned the lights off, and she's like, no. But you turned on your cell phone, which you're going to have to plug into something to get it recharged.
Yes.
So let's compromise here.
So,
let's talk.
And I think that's going to be, has the potential. We've said it from the beginning. That's could be an issue for them. Mm-hmm. Now, they have another issue, of course, that's already come up. Mm-hmm. But his money thing is going to be an issue. Yeah,
because you really need to prove to me that at a very extensive amount of money is going with stuff plugged in, because I know we've tried that a little bit too, like, hey, let's unplug it or put it on a surge protector.
Yes. And
turn the surge protector off, because it gets high, especially in Phoenix with the air. Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell y'all how much our electric bill is.
It's too much.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna move on past that one. All right, so they do go to her place, right? And she's, going to get some things. She's taking the espresso machine.
He's like, this espresso machine, this thing is the core thick. He's like, this thing uses so much electricity, it needs its own breaker.
She's like, you don't mess with my espresso machine.
She's like, I'm taking that machine.
I'm taking it.
And you're going to carry it to the car.
If he makes her give it up, she might need to give it up to, what's her name?
Okay.
Let Sasha have it.
Sell it for half the price.
Listen. So then, she also has a cat. So they're playing with the cat.
Yeah, Max,
yes. And then he starts asking some weird questions.
About the pee schedule. Is he on pee schedule? Then he goes, are we all going to be on the same pee schedule? Okay. That's totally different than women getting on
the same cycle.
On the same schedule as far as their menstrual cycle.
Right.
So where are we going with this? And why don't you know the natural thing of anatomy of a cat, and them she's like, he uses a litter box. He's like, I don't smell anything. Yeah, because I'm not nasty. Like, I clean his stuff.
Yeah,
cats are clean. And so it was kind of interesting, to be so smart, you're scaring me about how unaware,
how out of touch you are with some things.
Right.
Yeah. So Pastor Cal comes over and they start, he's like, Pascal, of course, knows that they've already had some issues as far as the honeymoon. And so then she starts telling the story of what took place. And did you notice how he kind of cut her off? He was like, all right, long story short, I did this, she did that,
Right.
in the story.
Right. We don't have to go through all the drawn out.
But I think, in my opinion, I think because she's trying to get to a different place from it,
She needs to express it.
she needs to express and how it made her feel. And so she does talk about how it's hard for her to trust. She said that in a previous episode that once trust is broken for her, it's done. And so Pastor Cal kind of wants to dig into what is causing that, what drives that, because it doesn't just come out of nowhere.
And she said it's her dad, that there was some trust there and it was broken. And then she asked her dad to do some specific things to rebuild it, and he decided not to.
Yeah.
And Pastor Cal was like, okay, but this is your new husband, and how can you rebuild trust with him and take down a wall you created? So if you create it, you can take it down.
Right.
You know, and granted, this is the first time you've met him, and some things that he's working through, it did affect you. So what are you going to do to kind of help the situation move along? Because he is trying, and he is being genuine.
Yes.
So
Pastor Cal makes a great statement. He says you have to forgive the act and the actor. Right? We've talked before about forgiveness, that forgiveness is really more important for the person that has been aggrieved, if you will.
Right.
Because with you not forgiving, you're allowing that person to live rent free in your head. You're bound to their action, even though they may have moved on.
Right.
So for Morgan, it is going to be important for her to learn how to forgive the act and the actor.
Right. And look at where it coming from his perspective. You know, Ben seems like a good guy, that he wasn't trying to do anything to intentionally hurt
Like
him.
he wasn't malicious.
But he overreacted. And if that's kind of his character and something he needs to work on, why not both of you work on both of your issues that resolve something?
And he overreacted and went to the wrong person, because the person he went to overreacted as well.
Right.
And Justin. So,
Right.
So, Pastor Cal's like, okay, can we move past this? Are y'all good to snuggle? Y'all good to, and so, yeah, she's like, she's okay with snuggling. Okay with PDAs, but then but Ben started getting really strange with the PDA. He was like,
Yeah, I think he was trying to be sarcastic, and it probably wasn't a good time for that. You know, he's trying to make light of it, where this is a very sensitive subject for her. So I think what he was doing before, like consoling her and different things, he needed to stay in that lane and allow everything else just to naturally to come.
yeah, because him saying that he was going to get lessons from YouTube.
He was like, dude, stop it while you're ahead. Stop.
So,
Whatever you're trying to do, you need to stop.
all right. So that's it pretty much for this couple.
Yeah, I think it's more to come, as we
Yes.
saw in the next episode, and they're still trying to work through that trust issue.
I don't have positive feelings about this couple.
Oh, you don't?
I don't, because I think that this trust thing is going to, I think it's ingrained in some respects, and I don't know that she has the ability to get over it in the 8 weeks when they come up to decision day, or vow renewal, or whatever they want to call it. I don't know that she'll make that turn completely by the end of the 8 weeks. So
I'm trying to see if she's trying to use it as an escape to get out.
true.
Sometimes we take something, we make it a mountain.
Instead of the molehill that it is.
Right, because, this is my way out. I don't trust them. So if I don't feel like this is going to work or work in my favor, then I'm out. So
Okay.
we shall see.
All right. Well, listen, we'll see you all next time. Have a great one. And make sure you're checking out the other videos that we're doing on the other couples. See y'all next time.